Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Man Bites Film. This week we're going to be reviewing two great films, and also I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that participated in our Spooky Empire adventure and our first panel, first booth, first everything. We met some awesome people this weekend, and it was definitely somebody that we're going to be a few people that we're going to be definitely collaborating with in the next few months and working with in the future. I definitely want to see that happen. That was the whole point of this venture, is to work together and collaborate as artists and create a family of podcasters, YouTubers, filmmakers, just all out fans, and just, you know, different environments that we bring together and come together as a team. I think that's phenomenal, and just having that type of atmosphere is really crucial to what I wanted to do. So again, I really appreciate everybody that came out to Spooky Empire, and of course Spooky Empire themselves for having us on board this year, and hopefully many more. So this week we're going to jump back. Unfortunately, William wasn't able to join us this week, but he will be next week, and of course we'll be able to go back to the co-host situation. So this week I want to review two movies that are still horror sci-fi themed, because people can't get enough of horror. I mean, come on, we're just past the cusp of Halloween, and I still feel like watching horror movies. So the first one that I'm going to go straight into is The Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense is a 1999 film by M. Night Shyamalan. If everybody doesn't know, it stars Bruce Willis and Haley Joel Osment, and basically it revolves around this kid that is able to see dead people. He sees spirits, he sees ghosts, he sees whatever you want to call them. But it is very interesting how this one character evolves in this film, and it's basically a coming-of-age film for Haley Joel Osment, and he basically goes from a completely naive, very ignorant child to pretty much on the cusp of adulthood and understanding his gifts and understanding his power over the world by the end of this film. And Bruce Willis is the main person that moves the story, gives the story momentum, gives the story the pushes that it needs, and gives Haley Joel Osment's character just that enough to move forward and to learn from his situations and to grasp all these things that he's learning in this crazy adventure called life. I mean, this is just a phenomenal film, and if you've never seen this film, you're in for an amazing, suspenseful treat. Hopefully this brings you into the good world of M. Night Shyamalan, and you enjoy the rest of his catalog of his early stuff, where he's actually phenomenal and hasn't lost his mind yet. This one, in my opinion, is his second best film ever. Number one definitely is Unbreakable. Unbreakable to me holds a special place in my heart, and I just love that film. So again, Sixth Sense, I give this one an 8.5 out of 10. I would probably give it a little bit higher if it wasn't for the fact that you can't rewatch this film and enjoy it like you did the first time. Once the reveals are done, you're kind of like, it kind of loses its qualities a little bit the second watching around and all that. Now this is completely different than my second film, Donnie, Darko. This is a 2001 cult classic that's become the new hot topic craze. I love this film. I personally really enjoyed it the first time I watched it. It's directed by Richard Kelly and stars Drew Barrymore and Jake Gyllenhaal. And this is just coming of age film, but with a twist, a very sci-fi twist to it. It's kind of time travel, kind of love story, kind of high school drama, kind of like all these different types of little bubbles that pop into it. It's awesome. Just a great movie all around, and it's an enjoyable time from beginning to end. The soundtrack is freaking awesome. I watched this before I started watching Stranger Things, because again, Donnie Darko takes place in the 80s. It has the same vibe as Stranger Things. If you enjoy Stranger Things, you must watch Donnie Darko if you haven't seen it, because you will love the shit out of this. I really want everybody to watch this movie. It basically revolves around this kid that has psychological problems, and he's trying to figure out life, try to figure out how to revolve around this disease that he has, and trying to figure out to fit in. I mean, he fits in a weird way, and the film kind of just has these very dreamlike sequences before even the sci-fi kicks in, and it's very interesting because I think it's all shot in the perspective of Jake Gyllenhaal's character. So a lot of the things are very much tricks of the mind, very much tricks of that character. It's unreliable narrator type of story, and just the journey that he takes you on is very interesting and very awesome. There's a lot of fan theories about this film. There's very interesting discussion about this film. This is the type of movie that you watch over and over and over and over again, and you get deeper and deeper into that world. You fall into that trance that is Donnie Darko, and you fall into the world of this, and you get sucked into a wormhole that is this fantasy world that Richard Kelly created. Now, there's a sequel to this movie. Do not watch it. I'm gonna put a huge disclaimer. Do not watch the sequel if you loved this movie. For the love of Christ, do not watch it. So, Donnie Darko only exists. That sequel is bad. Horrible sequel. I don't like talking bad about movies, but that movie deserves that. Donnie Darko, I definitely give a 10 out of 10. I mean, this movie definitely deserves a 10 out of 10. So please check out these two films. They're both streaming on Netflix. I forgot to mention that. Sixth Sense is the first one. Second one is Donnie Darko. Both streaming on Netflix. And Sixth Sense, I gave a very high rating as well. Donnie Darko is a perfect score of 10 out of 10. So again, my name is Lewis. This is Man Bites Film. And check us out every Friday for another episode. And we'll see you guys next week.